Alright guys, so today I want to talk about something that we've all had to deal with at one point or another within our lives, and that is the feeling that we are regressing or that we are losing progress or going backwards from our goal. This is something that I've personally had to deal with in my life a lot of the time. This is something that I've talked to my friends about a lot, and they always tell me that they feel this exact same way. I'm going to talk about maybe why you're feeling this way and kind of give you guys some solutions to the problem. So the first thing is you have to figure out whether or not you're actually regressing or not. Now the way to do that is to whip out a pen and paper. Like I always say, journaling always helps in these types of situations. Just make sure that you write down what area of your life that you feel that you're regressing in and kind of figure out the reason why you feel that way. You have to make sure that you are actually regressing, not that you just think that you are, right? Like there's a very high chance that you're just super hard on yourself and you just feel as though you're regressing. In that situation, that might be the time to go a little easier on yourself and just maybe take a break, because you're most likely burnt out and sick of just that daily routine, because it does start to get annoying after a while to just do the same thing every single day. Now, there also is a very high chance that you actually are regressing in your life, and this could be in a variety of different areas for a variety of different reasons. For me, I feel like my discipline kind of goes up and down. It's ebbs and flows throughout the course of the year. Like last year, from about September to November, my discipline was through the roof. And then as I started taking time off of school and started going on vacation more, my discipline slowly diminished to a lower level than what it was at. But I do actually think that that's just like a normal thing. So you have to assess the levels to which you are regressing. Another reason why you could be regressing is because of your mental health. If you're not checking in with yourself at all to ask yourself how you're feeling, you probably don't feel as good as you could. And in that case, that just might be a time to do some introspection, take a day for yourself and just enjoy nature, get out there. Another reason, this is a big one, of why I felt myself regressing, especially in the college months, is because I was surrounded with the wrong crowd. If you're surrounded with a bunch of people that all have bad habits, it's very, very hard to stay on your grind and stay purposeful in what you want to do, and you oftentimes just get sidetracked by the meaningless aspects of life like instant gratification and partying. And all my friends in college, literally every single person within my close circle, were very, very into like alcohol, drugs, sex, and all these degenerate activities. Casual sex, I should say, not like meaningful sex, but all these degenerate activities that often get looped in to the lives of teenagers especially. Teenage years, I would say, are the hardest to stay away from these kind of things. That being said, I really don't have that much experience with being like a fully fledged adult out in the workplace, obviously, because I'm not one. But I do think that people grow out of these habits more often than not. But it's just a phase that, if it is avoidable, would be best to avoid. So that's a big one, just being around the wrong group of people and being influenced by them in a negative way. You know what they say, you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang out with most. I think a truer word has never been spoken. Now, the next reason why you might be regressing in your life is because something actually might have happened. Like, it's not always just placebo and being surrounded with the wrong people. It also could be that a certain event within your life actually triggered some sort of negative thought pattern And you need to really analyze and acknowledge that thought pattern instead of pretending that you're okay when you're really not okay. This can go for the death of a loved one, moving from house to house. I know that when I moved to a different part of like the Northeast from where I was, which I used to be in New York City, then I moved over to Jersey. I know that my mental health was pretty bad within those first few months because I was trying to figure everything out and I was struggling to make friends as I literally moved in the middle of 8th grade, which is a really bad time. So that could definitely be a factor, something that happened within your life that you might just need to realize and accept rather than trying to push away. Now the final reason that we're going to touch on here on this video is that you're probably just stacking too many things on top of one another. Let's say you want to do 5 things, right? No fap, cold showers, working out, journaling, and meditation. Let's just say those are your 5 things that you want to implement into your life. Rather than implementing all 5 of them at once, implement 2 of them at a time. Otherwise, you'll just be overwhelmed. Your brain won't know how to handle that kind of change and a shift in your mindset and in your life, and you won't be able to do it correctly. So definitely give yourself time to adopt certain habits instead of throwing them all at yourself at once. And lastly, always remember that life is a journey and it's never going to be a smooth sailing ride straight upwards. Like for example, a few weeks ago I was having the time of my life. I was hanging out with friends every single day and I was really just doing my thing. But then I went on vacation and I came back and everyone now seems to be on vacation. And I've been kind of by myself for the last few days, the last day or two. And I was kind of bummed out about it. But honestly, it is what it is. Stuff happens for a reason and it's really never just one linear line. It's just giving me time to work on the things that I find important instead of just enjoyment. And with that being said, guys, I hope you took something away from this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.